There we go. There we go. So hello everyone. Good morning to you all. And yes, this is another punishing Ray Raven stream. And also, yeah, I'm moving my phone right now. Sorry for the what is it? The moving screen. The shaky screen. Oh my gosh. Okay. So as the title said, this is going to be me actually finishing the what is it? The extra story one on this one. Echo Aria, because like yesterday we actually finished all of those things from Frozen Darkness, Grand Blue, Fern Night, last chapter, and then Echo Aria, and also the Inscription Labyrinth. But there's a catch. I didn't do any of them by reading the story at all because I was like quickly regaining from my Fera. My wait, where is it? Yeah, there's one. My gacha from Fera. Actually, I have been regaining like 20 pull because of that. See, 5,050 and also 100. So I'm actually quite safe right now. I'm actually quite safe, but there's a catch about that. Maybe I'm gonna be streaming on reading the story and everything else. Also, this Echo Aria one too. But yeah, maybe the Echo of Aria will be going on first before I actually read the other chapter of the extra story and also from the main story, because I have actually reached the fake ascension. I didn't stream the last one, this Consumed by Darkness. I didn't stream that because I really need that black part for Fera, so I was just like quickly finish this all. So yeah, I'm gonna be went back ahead and also playing back from the Consumed by Darkness maybe in the future, but yeah, after that I will be playing also the hidden one. See this hidden one too, see that? Okay, but after all that explanation and all, so yeah, let's go to Echo of, oh wait, what? Oh, so this scene is from here. Wait, have I set it on high? Okay, I have set it on high. Also, hello Diane, welcome. Good morning and all. My god. Okay, let's go. 5:30 a.m. Universal Time. On a transport craft in low Earth orbit, the engine emits a low and steady hum. After some time, the crew ears become accustomed to the sound, rather than finding it distorted. The uniform rhythm is like white noise, lulling the crew with the desire to sleep. The seat belts secure them to their seat, confronting them despite the weightless yet their need and longing for gravity are instinctive, carved in their genes. There is a sense of emptiness and loss in the passenger's face. This loss only amplifies the sense of drowsiness. In order to suppress the impulse to close your eyes and take a nap, slowly shift your gaze to the porthole You see the quiet universe dotted with stars. Transport craft should be traveling at inconceivable, or maybe inconceivable speed. But in the vastness of space, the stars, millions of light years away, fail to serve as a reference point for you moving forward, regardless of how fast the ship is. If it were not for the hum of the engine in your ears, there would be no sensation of the ship moving. The sense of emptiness continued to escalate. Just as your consciousness is about to succumb, numbness makes its way up to your spine. Everything you see appeared to stop, as if someone pressed a pause button. Fragments of memory began to rush before your eyes in a kaleidoscope of colors. Oh, it's Asimov. You were infiltrated by Wasu in City 075. Your mind beacon was forced into a corrupted mind. Initiating a mind connection with a corrupted is it's unprecedented. After a true examination, we have found that your mind beacon has become corrupted. And up until this point, you haven't been able to recover from this corruption. I'm sure you have also noticed that your mind has fallen into a constant state of intermittent memory replays. Memory replays isn't exactly the most appropriate term for your symptoms, but it will do for the time being. In other words, you will randomly fall into a chaotic storm of memory flashback without warning. Some of your repressed or supposedly forgotten thought. Numerous fragments of memories will bombard your consciousness. There's nothing wrong with your physical body other than the mind beacon pollution, at least for now. The Science Council also wants to put you under constant observation to see whether any other physiological function will be affected by your corrupted mind beacon. But that's for later. I think you will have more difficult challenge to tackle in the intern. Your vision what? Oh, so this is only just a past, okay. What happened in the underground cavern is enough for you to court mortality. You are still sitting here only because you were responsible for defeating the polypact. Locking up the heroes responsible for defeating the polypact would only cause an uproar among the people, so the decision was made to allow you to continue field operation. However, don't think your merits have offset the severity of this issue. The authorities won't simply be bygones by bygones. As long as the distrust remain, countless pairs of eyes will be watching your every move. If you do anything out of the ordinary, during this time, even the president can't protect you. Nicola has always been blunt, paid no mind. You know what he meant? It was more of a reminder than a warning. I know. Why are you telling me this? Because I have suspicions that this isn't over yet. I need people I can trust and deploy when the time comes. That include the Grey Raven. I don't have time to have my people tangled up in bureaucracy, and neither do you. At the very least, soldiers should die on the battlefield, not on the gallows of those they serve. The most important thing for Aiden now is solve problem and defeat the enemy, not go on a witch hunt against one or all. As long as you can prove your loyalty and your word to Aiden in the next battle, that supervision will naturally lift. But right now, I've heard from Asim about your problem. Do you want to stay in the ICU or continue duty on the front line? Of course, the front line. A golden arc of light suddenly shattered your recollection. Your consciousness returned in an instant. You do not have time to think about how long you were out, seeing that the arc slicing through your memory was not an illusion. It is real. Outside the porthole, the unchanging scenery suddenly shifted with the appearance of the arc. Like a scimitar, fresh out of the forge. A gentle curved horizon formed in the afterglow of the golden light amid the seas of stars. Hidden up till this moment, Earth finally revealed its true face. Soon the faint golden lights turned blinding white. As the transport craft continued to pass along the orbit, the sun wait, what is this? Is this thing moving? No, it's not moving, right? Yeah, the sun slowly rises from the distant shadow, illuminating the surface of the blue planet in its entirety. Without the atmosphere to shatter the light, the dazzling rays of the sunlight are sharp and absent of their usual tenderness. Just staring at it momentarily fills your brain with an unspeakable sense of vertigo, calm, and then, someone seems to be calling out to you by your ears. To see Lucia standing before you with look of worry. Lee furrows his eyebrow faintly. Lee lets out a sigh of relief. His frownless brow seems to relax as well. Don't look directly at the sun without a proper equipment. Even though the porthole is equipped with the filter, the UV light is still enough to burn your retinas. Fine. I was just lost in thought. Lucia looks out of the porthole where you were looking. She seems to want to say something, but before she can speak, she is interrupted by another harsh voice. It's now the time for slacking and idle chatty chat, Grey Raven commanded. Following this, a hologram projection appears before you. My god, what is this? Fluorescence? Oh yeah. Fluorescence light formed the outline of an elderly man in the air. He is wearing the same standard issue commandant uniform. Every meticulous pleat is as stern, as upright as his expression. The man's eyes are slightly cloudy with age, but his posture remains upright like that unyielding pine. With eyes like an old falcon, he scanned all the soldiers aboard the transport craft. Although you are not communicating face to face and there's no there's no literal eye contact, all the soldiers present subconsciously straighten their posture as they meet his gaze. This is Hans speaking. I will be the chief commandant for this ground mission. Asimov, the science console chief technician, has already explained the specific matters of this mission to you. I won't go over them as I'm sure most of you have already committed the detail of this mission to memories. However, given the lack of discipline among the construct squad I just witnessed, let me reiterate. This is ordered to prevent further negligence. Okay. Oh my god, hello Fexi, hello. Upon saying this, Hans' gaze seems to sweep past you. With his gaze. Let's begin the mission briefing. Following Hans' word, your mind returned to before your departure. Oh my god, another memory flashback. 24 hours ago, Babylonia War Room. Several commandants gathered before the war table. The battle against the Ascendant has come to an end. Your heroic deeds on the surface were astonishing. Unfortunately, the Parliament is unable to give you the Medal of Honor and honor you deserve at the moment. After receiving this urgent assembly order, oh my gosh. You have probably realized new troubles have arisen and are imminent. Celica projective information. Yes, President. Celica quickly operate the terminal, and the holographic projections reveal a series of remote sensing images. Immediately the dark blues. Oh, I know this one. Okay. Immediately the dark blue scene is covered with a large swath of red. Seguin crystal clustered blue on the surface in the shape of arteries to record everything. Someone gasped shortly after the entire conference from the fall deathly quiet. You continue to hear a pin drop. Hassan cleared his throat, breaking the solemn silence. Asimov, since you were the first person to organize the data on the current situation, I think it's only appropriate you take it from here. Asimov nodded and approached the war table. By the look of his haggard expression, pale lips, and faint dark circles under his eyes, he appears to have had several sleepless nights. The last large-scale ground operation may have been unaware of this, so I'll just explain it briefly. As you can see, during our last ground operation, we uncovered the dark red tides containing Neo. He paused for a moment as if struggling to come up with the proper wording. New form of the punishing fires. Oh, okay. Based on their physical properties, the Science Council has decided to name the red tides for the time being. However, this is definitely not a natural phenomenon caused by an explosion or proliferation of red algae. In the conventional ecological sense, this entity has nothing to do with water. After concluding an analysis of samples, the red liquid you see is the punishing fires itself. Oh, what? Okay. One of our construct teams engaged in a direct confrontation with the ascendants during the presentation. Nicola suddenly stepped forward and interrupted Asimov. Get to the point, Asimov. Nicola, let Asimov present whatever information he feels is pertinent to the mission. Asimov furrowed his eyebrows, seeming slightly displeased, then continued speaking. I won't repeat specific details of the operation, only the result. The commandant present who have participated in the previous operation have most likely encountered a new form of corrupted. These enemies are unlike conventional corrupted, instead they are a form of pure punishing fires, possessing a apparent biological future. Oh, okay. More specifically, they represent an evolution of the punishing fires, the punishing hetero creature. The specific mechanism and reason are unknown. We don't know why the punishing fires is capable of self-evolution. The only thing we can say for certain is that they are created by the punishing fires within the red tides. The red tides will devour machinery and organisms, then decompose them into a nourishment for breeding hetero creatures. Originally, after repelling the ascendants, the proliferation of the red tides began to diminish. However, we received a transmission from the recon team 24 hours ago. The red tides has resurfaced. The proliferation is different from the last time, so we didn't realize the severity until it was already too late. The red tides is like a relentless cancer, going into remission only to recur anew. The red tides initially lurked in an underground cavern that was designed as a nuclear fallout shelter by CD-075. It circulated through the city underground waterways before reaching critical mass, emerging into the surface. We dispatched our recon team to the city ruins to ensure that it was under supervision. I should have thanked you for someone. Oh wait, what the? Oh my god, I should have realized. My gosh, I should have realized. Oh my god. Okay, wait. Ah, god. What happened here? Ah, there we go. Oh my gosh. That was like, oh my god, that was like a few minutes ago. Oh gosh, okay. Okay, it went back normal. It went back normal. It already went back normal. Also, I think I'm gonna be saying thank you to someone. Okay, there we go. And there. Gosh, I didn't even realize that the thing have been like, oh no. Oh, even this live streaming is suddenly having issue. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's continue on. Plus, the underground cavern was built in secret. Oh wait. Okay, there we go. Secret. So many places are in our blind spot. Some underground waterways connected to the nearby rivers through an intricate network of pipelines. Even in the river have dried up. Riverbed and refuges are still there. A portion of red tide was able to slip in out of the city undetected. Wait, what? Oh. Through this blind spot. Moreover, as you just saw on the screen, the red tides has formed tributaries along the surface of the wasteland. After receiving this information from our spot on the surface, the Science Council has conducted an emergency task on this form of the red tides. Fortunately, this red tide isn't as rampant as the first time, nor has it expanded to the point of becoming an unstoppable deluge. Unfortunately, this distribution still far too specific, too prolific. The red tide has formed a real river, dispersing into countless smaller tributaries. After calculating the course of these tributaries, we found one thing. They're headed toward. Asimov fingers swipe the screen and display a wider version of the map. His fingertips point to a large blue sector, the ocean. It's heading toward the shoreline. If we allow the red tides to reach the shoreline, there's no turning back. Unlike the ocean, land serves as an inorganic buffer zone that can block the red tide. There's no better medium for wanton proliferation and spread of red tide in water. The whole sea will become corrupted, devoured, and assimilated by the red tides. By that time, the punishing fires will spread to every corner of it. In order to curb the spread of the red tides, Babylonia has formulated a plan to bombard the red tide with a Longinus arsenal. Reversing the plan made during the battle at the space station. The first step of this plan is to obtain the exact coordinate and location of the red tides. During the Golden Age, you only need to send a request to SatNav system to obtain specific coordinates for an area. But now these satellites have become corrupted by the punishing fires, so we can no longer rely on them. Hasn't approached the war table. Next, I will brief everyone on the mission. As you wish, Mr. President. As enough nod, then takes a step back. Selika pressed a button. The movable panel in the center of the war table separates into two sections with a crisp pop as a small platform rises up from within. To everyone's surprise, a long black hexagonal needle, nearly 1.5 meter length, appears. This device was promptly developed by the science concept called the bit domain node. It will distribute to all team captains present at the beginning of the operation. Your task is to locate the edge of the red tides, insert the bit domain node, activate it, then protect it until you receive the evacuation order from Babylonia. The total coverage must include all of the red tides tributaries. We need to remove all at once to ensure that no residual tide is left this time. If you're attacked by a creature during this period, hold your position to ensure the integrity and security of the bit domain node. In order to ensure that this operation goes according to plan, we will saturate our deployment, positioning, and attack. A team will be deployed to execute this calibration mission. Each team is composed of an elite task force led by commandant and several construct squad. The elite task force led by commandant will be responsible for deploying the node, while the construct team will be responsible for protecting them in the interim. Hopefully, all 8-bit domain node will be deployed. That the one ideal situation. However, Babylonia need at least 3 bits domain nodes to be successful deployment in order to obtain accurate enough coordinates. If you have any question, please raise them now, and Asimov will explain the detail to you. No question? Are there any other question? Alright, there's just one more thing I'd like to add. Unlike when the red tide was found in the city 075, the consistency is more like running water than thick mud this time. We aren't sure why. Regardless, all you need to know is that the concentration and the volatility of the red tide is significantly less than what it was before. Only when the tide rises will the punishing virus concentration reach the equivalent found in the dead zone. According to the monitor's report, low tide concentration is within the range of a normal punishing zone. This is one of the reasons why the recon team failed to notice that the red tides had moved. Thankfully, however, this means that the protective device enhanced by the Science Council on such short notice are sufficient for working in the proximity to the red tides for the duration of the mission. However, it's for only a short duration. Avoid close contact with the red tides after landing, especially during high tides. That sounds wise. Seems like everyone fully understands the mission and the gravity of our dilemma. This presents an important opportunity for Babylonia to launch an attack. However, we need to change orbit and reduce altitude to commence the attack, which put us at risk of intersecting the network of corrupted satellite. As such, our anti-air defense won't allow us to remain in position for very long. Similarly, your mission is not annihilate hetero creature, but to deploy the bit domain nodes. The nodes aren't particularly difficult to deploy, but in a strategic sense, this mission is crucial. It requires a high degree calibration and team awareness from all of you. Avoid head-on confrontation and needless action of heroism that not otherwise serve to the success of the mission. Our top priority is to protect the nodes until Babylonia receive the coordinate data. I know that the commandant of the task force present are among the most elite. I do not question your ability, however, this operation needs neither personal heroism nor combat ability. What mattered more are judgment and decision making for the overall benefit of the mission. Most of you are used to fighting solely with your own team. So for this operation only I specifically arranged Hans to act as the chief commandant for the calibration operation at ground level. Hansen slightly turned to one side. The silver-haired man standing behind Hansen is in stern silence since the beginning stepped forward then salute. Yes, Mr. President. Some of the team captain present show faint expression of confusion of how elderly man seemed to be a few years older than the Hansen. Oh, hello, hi. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to read your name. Wait. Wait. Okay. There we go. Ah, wait. Is it Leia? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce, but is it Leia? Also, hi. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Oh, hello, Nefares. Hello. Hey, how are you? I see you're now in my favorite story event, which is Echo Aria. Yeah, this is actually good. Oh my god, I accidentally pressed the auto button. Yeah, it's actually fun. This one, I actually wanna read this one, but I will be reread the past few chapters, the one that I actually made. No worries. Notes. Don't write off Chief Commandant Hans so easy. There must be a reason why the President arranged for this. Commander, Chief Hans was born in the Golden Age. He experienced the post-pandemic age and the Acadia evacuation firsthand. After that, he continued to work in the Center for Combat Intelligence as one of the core members. I didn't expect that this operation would need someone of his caliber to join us. I'm sure he's seen his fair share of warfare and bloodshed, just like President. He's bound to be strict on others. Don't take to heart just what just happened. Thank you. Lee turns his head slightly and scoffed quietly. I'm only stating a fact. His personal information is not confidential and can be accessed directly in the archive. There's nothing worth talking about this in private. You smile and nod at Lee. You glance to the side at Lucia, who is staring out of the porthole. Also, did you succeed the main story like Kalawang Metropolis? I think I have. I have finished that one like yesterday. I have finished that one, but I was skipping and all because I need the black card. So yeah, I was speed running. I was doing speed running for the black card. So yeah, I apologize for that. Oh, okay, Lucia, thank you so much for saying apologize too. Yeah, I apologize for that, but I will be rereading all of those story later on. I'm just looking at the same thing you were, Commandant. The sunrise? Yes. You weren't just lost in thought, were you? What were you thinking about, Commandant? What? Oh, congratulations, and you defeat Q. Yes, I defeat Q. Oh my gosh, that one is hard though. That one is hard. Oh yeah, that is why you actually see my short. Yeah, the short of the Lucia, and also too short video of Lucia. Is that what were you thinking? Nod. Lucia let out a barely visible smile. I'm finally beginning to understand what you're thinking, Commander. It's so bright, it's even overload my visual component. In low Earth orbit, Babylonia completed one revolution around Earth and approximately 2 hours such a sunrise occur more than 12 times a day. All residents of Eden born in space have long been accustomed to such spectacle. The rising and setting of the sun no longer serve as a symbol of hope. Day and night are no longer measured in 24-hour cycle. People must rely on other way to divine their days. Yeah, the Pioneer on the PC are over. Also, I have tested. I have like tested, but like I was like, oh no, I cannot do this with mouse. I was like, oh, yeah, okay. I'm just gonna play it. I'm just gonna see how it is, and everything. And I was like, oh gosh. Yeah, it actually have different graphic and all. It was a lot smoother, but I was like, well, it doesn't even matters if I cannot even like enjoy using my controller and all. But it was really good. Now, in my favorite event, you must defeat some of the hardest boss fight. Oh, this one and this one. 300 kilometers is not that far. Looking down from the height, the entire of the blue planet is no longer there. Only the changing surface. The red-tinted earth and the blue ocean, rolling storm cloud along the tropic, dancing in the stratosphere, quietly surrounding them. For some particular reason, as the distance gets closer and closer, the haunting sense of emptiness gradually disappears. This is not going to, but returning to Earth upon arrival, everything will once again carry its what? Oh my gosh! Its intent meaning. It is the cradle of all life, and the homes for which all will return. Oh my gosh! Wait, what? Oh, so we're actually like haven't been landing yet. Okay. Attention, passenger. The aircraft will begin to wait. Yes, defeated is defeated. So now it's going to be your turn, and good luck of defeating it. Okay, I will. Begin to decelerate. Reduce orbital altitude. Reverse thruster will ignite in the 15 seconds. Rapid deceleration will generate 2 Gs of the force. Please fasten your seatbelt. The broadcast of the intercom suddenly halt all extraneous thought. Sit upright and firmly grip a handrail. A sudden force pushed the crew firmly against the spongy padding of the sea. The overwhelming pressure strained their eyes, their heart, their bodies. But this oppressive force restrained, completely dispelled all previous unprovoked confusion. Oh my gosh! Oh wait. Before we actually continue, I'm gonna say thanks to someone first though. This was quite a surprise for me actually. Because I was like always seeing Bilibili, and I was checking and everything, and also the viewers, this guy actually came to my stream at night. That is at night. If I like stream night, doing a night stream, or like doing night stream at PM only, like that, this guy actually appears and also chatting with me. His name is Lacro, or maybe her, I don't know. Lacro, thank you so much. Okay, because why did I say thank you? Because like this guy actually reposts the video of every live streamer on Bilibili, and I was in there too. Just look at it. Oh my gosh, it have comment and all. I actually tried to read some and translate it with Google Translate, but I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much guys for watching and also getting entertained of my video. Oh my gosh, thank you. I really appreciate it. I really do. Oh my gosh, thank you. Okay, that's it. It was actually quite an experience, because like I was not doing anything at all, and I was like googling my name, and it came in like, oh wait, it says Billy Billy. I was checking it, and then I was like, oh what? No way, that's dope. I was like, oh look, there's my name. Oh my gosh, I was like that. Also look at my team, guys. Gosh, okay. Wait. Yeah, so I was like surprised seeing that. I'm just like, oh my gosh, thank you. Also, guys from Bilibili, hello. I read some of your comment, and also there's one thing that there's one comment that actually got me laughing. No, I did not came from India. I'm actually from Asia. I'm actually around. I'm actually from C. Southeast Asia. Yeah. Okay, this one is Echo Area. Oh no. Okay, guys, wait. I want to do something first. Wait. So you guys can just see the what is it? Who is it? You guys can see my alpha and also Lucia and everyone else. There we go. Pew. Okay. I was really thankful for that. My gosh. Uh-oh. Oops. It refilled my phone. Oh my gosh. Okay, never mind that. There we go. Okay, wait guys, wait. I'll be back in with you guys for a few moments. Okay, that's it. I actually just want to take a drink first though. But yeah, I was really hyped for that. My gosh, not gonna lie. On the desert wasteland jack rock formation just out of the ground with the red tides flow. Once you squat on the towering rock formation, oh gosh, there's one. See, okay, the red tides quietly triggers below. Okay, let me play this in auto first though. No worries. Oh gosh, where is it? This is 1C. Well, the latest information should have been uploaded to the Babylonia. I don't know what's going on the captain either. Oops. Ah, there we go. Oh, okay. The bullet released from the chamber, landing a direct hit. Oh, the creature collapsed. Attention passenger, with the impaired vision from the current. Okay. Pause. Miss Aria? There we go, okay. Severe pain fills your head, and your thoughts stagnate for a moment. Commandant. Sorry, I was no need to get up, but Commandant, your head. Attention passenger, the aircraft is experiencing turbulence. Attempting to stabilize altitude. Please stay seated so as not to change the aircraft's center of gravity. Thunderstorm rumbles outside the transport craft. Electric arc flashed all among the clouds, shaking everyone's with even more violent tremor. Wait, experiencing. Oh wait. Let me check the stream though. Oh, okay. It's still fine. I thought it was freezing. Experiencing excessive turbulence, attempting to disengage by expediting the descent sequence. Please do not panic. Now, in a situation like this, that won't. The turbulence continued to escalate. Due to emergency maneuver, the aircraft has deviated from the original target. The aircraft will experiencing turbulence. Turbulence has deformed the post-side wing due to the excessive load bearing aerodynamic compromise, initiating emergency landing procedure. The sharp crunch of the post-side wings proved to be the final blow to the transport craft as half of the former wing plummets to the ground. The aircraft cannot return to a stable altitude for landing, estimating ground impact approximately 15 degrees at this angle. The aircraft is at risk of crash landing. Initiating parachute evacuation procedure. Depressuring cabin, opening tailgates in 15 seconds. Tailgates open. All personnel please parachute out immediately. Oh gosh, okay. The initial impact against the hull nearly knocks you unconscious and you struggles to move. Descending into the tailspin of the blood on your forehead blurs your vision. The seat belt is now proving to be death sentence, perhaps due to the impact. Repeated attempt to release the seat belt are all in vain. Asimov was right. During a memory playback, you were but a lamb to the slaughter. Oh, okay. In the dim haze of light, you catch a glimpse of constructive evacuating the aircraft one after another. Hurry up and prepare for evacuation. Okay. Right as you stand up, the cabin shakes violently again. I have secured a bit of domain node. When will the parachute out? Too late. Transport craft already stalled. It's too dangerous to parachute now. Brace for impact. Lucia, help commanded. Got it. Right as you were about to crash to the metal hull again, someone shield your head and pull you into their embrace. The embrace is as cold and familiar. Oh, it's Lucia. I've got you, Commander. No worries. Okay, close eyes. Sometimes later. Maybe it was just a few seconds. Maybe it was quite some times. When all the dust settled, the forced landing was closer to a crash landing. You heard the sound of a laser cutting metals by your ears. You open your eyes slightly to see Lee cutting away the hull. Lee, Lucia, don't move, Commandant. In a rare tone of sternness, Lee stops you as you prepare to move. Lee kicks the crumbling metal hull that had been cut. At that moment, light from the sky pours into the cabin. Hurry, Lucia, get the Commandant out. Lucia moves you to the transport craft. Looking around, you find 3 constructs unfazed. Your wounded forehead is the only sign of damage. Lucia, set the Commandant down. I'll apply emergency aid. Alright. Having experience as a former medic, Liv quickly steamed the bleeding and bandaged your wound. Fortunately, it's just a flash wound. It just looked more serious than what it actually is. Eyebrows furrowed, Lucia let out a sigh of relief off to the side, then roused her weapon and looked around vigilantly. Now is not the time to let our guard down. What's your surrounding? Surrounded by a barren wasteland, the crash site must be far off the beaten path leading to the original destination. If it is just an ordinary wasteland, it would not have mattered. More importantly, however, was where the crew had crash landed. What was that? To everyone's surprise, the crash site is not just a remote location, rather it is a vestibule of the Red Heights. More aptly put, they are at the bar to the tributaries though they are not inundated. Wait, what? Inundated by the Red Tide. They are by no means to harm of any. Sand blowing in the wind impairs visibility, making the movement in any direction night impossible. There we go. What's that sound? The sound is rich, melodious, like a call of large main. As the sound becomes louder and louder, a rustling approach from the depth of the sandstorm. In a flash, the three grey ravens stand in front of you. Stand in front to protect you. There we go. Even though I actually just used Lucia. The other two members are oh wait, what? The dust storm is still heavy. I can't see anywhere. We receive a comm request from an unknown signal. It's identified in the document. Put it truly, Grey Raven, and you are one G of the Strike Hawks. I've been scouting this area. You were at the heart of the Red Heights. You must leave immediately. I left a beacon in that area nearby. Move toward the direction. Okay. Oh gosh. Wait. Can we just stay down and also appreciate this GM? That is so good. That is so cool. That is something. That is really something. It's too wide to open here. People can easily lose the sense of distance. They probably thought they could cross the river. Wait a sec, there's something in the jacket. It's a piece of paper. What's on it? The remaining food and serum can't last us through this winter. We must move. We need to find enough food. So Ray and something. It looked like a torn diary. I can see the date on the bottom. There's only this page left. The edge of this paper looks like it's been burned. The temperature difference between morning and night can be a huge thing in this environment. If they had to burn their diary to keep themselves warm, they probably are already. Let's keep moving. Okay. So it's still this way though? Okay, it's still that way. Oh no. Oh wait. I'm gonna get the drink first. There we go. Let's continue. We have finished all our food. Okay, what? Okay. Over here? What exactly are you doing? Still have no idea where to go? Fine, follow my instruction from now on. Uh-oh.
遅い。弱い。
Nice. Let's change.
進行するためのやりとり。できる。道切り開き。
Keep moving, the beacon isn't far away. Oh no, what happened? Oh, okay, never mind. Despite the dense layer of cloud overhead out the sun, the Earth's surface is still scorching hot. The sand carries in the scorching wind, stings your face. There it is again. The sound echoes through the air. The red tide which was flowing quietly begins to fill the wrinkled bed once more. Although the sound seems distant, it seems to resonate from every direction. Cliff injects the commandant with his serum. The red tide is beginning to rise again. Punishing concentration is rising at an unpredictable rate. That was the last. Most of the serum was massed in the landing. The bit domain nodes, support frame, and even the comm device for contacting the main force were all damaged. How long can we hold out? Less than 2 hours. Holding the broken bit node, Leaf show a look of guilt. Sorry, Commandant, I couldn't keep it safe. This all happened. Okay, yeah. The Commandant is right. We couldn't have anticipated that. The team falls silent. Can we really trust the construct that claimed to be part of the Strike Hawks? If he's one of Chrome's comrades, right at that moment, the hetero creature appeared out of nowhere, ambushed the team. Commandant. Right before the hetero creature is about to stab you with a sharp spike, a bullet pierced the air and penetrated the creature. Still in shock, you cannot help but look in the direction of the shot trajectory. A white figure looms in the yellow sandstorm. Just as a reminder, your comms have been on this whole times. I've heard everything you said. Just now, that was me. His languid voice suddenly becomes serious. Quit looking around and get over here. Okay. After quite some time, the four of you finally catch up to the white figure. Before you stand a young man with the delicate silver hair and thick dark circles under his eyes. Wanshi, correct? Thank you for thank me when we get out of this place. Come with me. Half-hearted and meaningless greetings are skipped over before they even begin. Dang, Wanshi. What's going on here? Or you first. We ran into turbulence. Both sides are unconcise in their exchange. Lee is not wanting to mince word. Wanshi is too lazy to waste word. Wanshi glanced upward. I figured otherwise that landing was a bit His face turned blank. If it was yesterday, landing here wouldn't have been such an issue. Unfortunately, you were a day late. You mean? Wanshi troubled eyes widen as he retains his apathetic tone, then responds seriously. The red tide hadn't reached this place until today. You better see it for yourself rather than me simply tell you. Let me start over. I'm Wanshi from Strike Hawk of the task force. Chrome is my captain. I'm sure you have been. Since the last battle, Strike Hawks has been investigating what's left of the red tides and searching for the location of Huashu in CD075. After hearing about the victory against the Polypage, we stayed on the surface to continue monitoring the red tides. I was ordered by our captain to investigate the city Peri. I was also the first person to inform Babylonia on the red tides activity. Since Babylonia dispatched you were here, I'll spare the details. We are? I know who you are. Grey Raven, correct? Our captain mentioned you, especially you, Zirald. Once his seriousness was about momentary, shortly after he returned to his usual lazy self. But, looked like his description wasn't exactly. Oh my god. His narrow pale golden eye glanced at you faintly. He cuts himself off halfway with a long yawn. Oh, it's always lasts everywhere from 30 to 60 seconds. That long? Yeah. Human ear can hear part of it. The frequency is between 10 to 40 hertz. But you can probably hear it above 20 hertz. Whenever the sound starts, the red tides begin to spread. What on earth? Sounds like a whale. A whale's song. Interesting analogy. Human ears can only hear above 20 hertz, where the vocalization of the blue whale typically between 10 and 40 hertz. Humans refer this a whale song. Okay, but this isn't an ocean. This was a desert. How can there be a sound of whale? Not to mention that the life devouring red tides rise wherever it appears. But if it's a death knell, then it's far too serene. Okay, let's move on. Land for no man. You walk with Wansi for what feels like ages. With drinking water exhausted and your legs equally so, you never knew hiking could be so difficult. The desert is not a place for talking, with sand salting your every orifice. Opening your mouth is just an invitation of a mouthful of sand. Not only for human, the yellow sand also caused great trouble to the mechanical joint of monster. After we cross this section of land, let's repair our frame. Sand is clogging up our joint. Commandant, your complexion. Once it throws a tarp over you. Thank you. And once he just yawned, okay. Once he just looked away and yawned, showing no sign of responding. Silence returned and the party continues onward. The farther you walk, the rock formation continued to lessen along the density of the tributary. However, the oppressive sense of urgency still remained. If it is from the red tides before, it is now from surviving in such hostile condition. From behind, you hear the whale song again. You are no longer in the area inundated by the red tides, and the sound take on a more ethereal tone. Your eyesight once again begin to fragment. Let me tell you something about her while there's still time. We have been close friends since before we became construct. She may be starry-eyed idealist, but she's also the most pragmatic person I have ever met. When she acts mature, she decisive to extreme. When she acts naive, she romantic to a fault. For example, Aria turned a glance out of the window and the blue planet. What do you think of that blue planet? Earth? Yes. Suddenly, your mind filled with official data. That's not that's not the thing that you want to explain to Aria. Is that all? Okay. The task force commandant often get deployed to the surface. I don't think most residents born in Babylonia will ever know what true gravity feels like. Some member of the archaeological team haven't even been to the surface. Anyway, it's like to be on the surface? What it's like to be on the surface, you close your eyes, all your face begin to contort. Why am I speaking with Ayla before departure at a time like this? Oh wait, it went back. Stop walking. What's wrong, Commander? You remain quiet. Having left in the sandstorm, a whale song accompanying you by the shadow gradually fades into the distance. You can't help but turn to look back. Amid dense sand, you seem to spot a faint figure of woman. That shadow from the red heights. You question the remain unanswered vanish. Oh, I'm fine. Okay, let's keep moving. After another long trek, gosh. Suddenly, once he stopped, he squint and look ahead. There's a kid in 2 o'clock, 100 meter. The kid? What's someone doing in a place like this? An enemy? This is the best left for you, decide Zero. You're the Grey Raven Command and only you have the authority to assess our course of action. You're just shifting to blame. Of course not, I'm just an observer. Besides, you trust your commandant judgment more than I do, don't you? Following that, he closed his eye and stopped talking as he quietly awaits for the others to make decision. Looks toward it. On the expanse of bare hill and step cliff stretch before your eyes. There's no anyone. His eyelid lift up and scan ahead once more. Whoever was there is gone. Probably realized that I had taken notice. Clever. If that person avoiding human, then we aren't looking at the corrupted. Commandant, that was a human. Is that a child? What a child doing in such a hostile place like this? Todd Lee. Lee. Analysis. As a precaution, I suggest investigating the surrounding area. Something's not adding up. Let's go have a closer look. Small hill relative high retain. Only upon standing atop the hill, you suddenly get a bigger picture of the surrounding area. You clearly see the desolate desert, a cruel land of death. However, right at this moment, your heart begins to tremble. What's it like on the surface? Oh my gosh, Ayla. Fast, primitive, and silent, as it had remained like this since man first walked upright and would continue until the last man is finally laid to rest. The suns hang high above distant cloud, although the cloud covered the surface. The residual brilliance still blazed in proclamation of its existence. Obviously, there is only one light source. When seen from Babylonia, it's a mere just an incident ball of light. Yet, how can it illuminate such a vast land? Commandant, I'm detecting more thermal reading. Wait, what? That was a gust wind carries a sound of fighting. Look toward that sound. Your first instinct is reaching the top of the hill. Pierce the distance, however, you miss the makeshift campsite below. A cold gust wind blows through the makeshift tent and log house with an eerie, scarping noise. The camp is empty, thought not before it has been picketed by its occupant, rather because they have gathered outside the camp. Standing opposite side of them is no one else but an unyielding pine. It's Hans and Team 1, and also what? In front of the camp, two distinct group people facing each other. One side, a ragged, close-knit group resembling refugees who have long since left you. To the other side is a fully armed squadron of elite soldiers sent from Babylonia. Suddenly appears of the later obviously frightened the former, now breaking point, fear and vigilance have given way unclad hostility. Who are you? Women protect their children like hands to their chicks. The rest of refugee band together, seemingly ready to take the armed squadron down with them. Should the soldier take a step forward? The soldier on the calibration team grip their weapon tightly. Chief Commander, this camp and its people are near present coordinate. They'll be caught in the blast. Should we force them to evacuate? Hans turned his head slightly to the side. Do not fire unless fired upon. They don't pose any threat. His gaze shifted back to the refugees. Do not attempt to attack or resist. I don't want any senseless struggles. Run over. The arrival of Grey Raven only adds fuel to the fire. The feeble boy poked his head out from behind the woman and had just spoke and looked at the calibration team with frightened eyes. Standing before the team of the heavily armored soldier, the refugee refrained from acting rashly for the time being. Oh, it's the kid. Hans turned his head. Grey Raven, you're here. Chief Commandant Hans. We lost contact with Team 064 for quite some time. I thought you hightailed it back to Babylonia. Regardless, we have deployed redundancy teams. Your absence would have likely gone unnoticed. The veteran commandant did little to mask his conceit in stone. Our aircraft was hit with turbulence. We had no other choice but to make crash landing. Hence dismiss it. Tension hangs in the air. Sorry, mind if I interrupt? Despite the Empire once he continues to walk, without waiting for Hans to respond. Am I the construct in charge of reporting the surface to Babylonia once of the Strikehawks? You? The president informed me that you were the first to report of the proliferation of the reptiles. Bingo! Let's cut the case instead of getting wrapped up who's right, who's wrong. Holding them at gunpoint will only make matters worse, won't it? Once he glanced at the refugee. Lower your weapon, soldier. Okay. Hans' order relieved the tension with the refugee. An old woman come out from behind the wall of people. Who the hell are you? We are from Babylonia. As if from the flick of a switch, the villager expression changed in instant. Whisper filled the crowds. Babylonia? You mean the space station of legends? I guess Grandpa wasn't making it up. However, Elderly seems to look more conflicted. Seems like we're in the presence of dignitaries. We're nothing of sort. We're just troops on a mission. Babylonia will bombard this area with the Longinus Arsenal soon. Please leave at once. Longinus Arsenal? What is that? Before Leaf can respond, the old man lowered his head and let out a smile, odd with severity, confrontation. Put simply, it's a giant bright light that destroys everything it shines on. The child can't understand the implication of what the old man had just said. Instead, he only nods ignorantly. You know what we're talking about? The old man raised his head once more, revealing the same tearless expression as before. Not only about Longinus Arsenal, but also about the zero-point reactor, the hyperdrive, the great evacuation, and all the history that is about to be forgotten by our team. He sighed deeply. I already understand why it is you are here. Do as you will. I just hope you don't make much commotion. The children need their rest. With that, he returned to the refugee behind him, whispering among the crowd. After a while, the refugee dispersed into and returned to their homes. A few moments later, only calibration teams left in the center of the camp. What's that? Off to the side, Lucia takes a few steps forward and catches the old man, preparing to return to his residence. What did you say to them? You know what the weapon capable of, so you must know that this isn't the time to sit here and wait for destruction. If you don't leave, you all die. I told them exactly that. Take it easy, Lucia. Maybe we just weren't clear. Briefly put, this area will be overrun by punishing creatures soon. Babylonia wants to eliminate them all in one fell sweep. When the designated coordinates is near the camp, if you continue to stay here, you'll be caught in the shop. Even if Babylonia doesn't call down the strikes, then those monsters will attack you. You don't need to explain any further. As I said, I know that you are elite force from Babylonia. All pride and hope of mankind. After so many years, you return to Earth only to bring us new destruction. We know that you came here to destroy the red tide of monster approaching from the west. We know what it is. Many of our comrades has fallen victim to it. When you mentioned about the Longinus Arsenal, I already knew what. Oh wait, did they just went into their house, waiting for their death? Your tactics have always been simple, crude. It was before, and it's still. I'm not surprised. We will not obstruct your mission or interfere with the coordinates you set. Once you finish your mission, you are all free to go. You'll die. You already said that multiple times. If we die, so what? Look around you. This place is home to a few hundred scattered thoughts. We have been through a great evacuation when we faced impending doom. Some people board Aiden, while others just barely missed the boat. The former life of ease boarded Eden, while the other is left to eke out life among the remnants of civilization. Just look at the old veterans behind you. He's no longer concerned himself with the likes of us after receiving this golden ticket into the doomsday arc. Even since the great evacuation, we have been living among annihilation, even grow accustomed with it. If that's all, let these old bones go home to get rest. I'd at least like to keep my last ounce of dignity up till the end. After he's finished speaking, he turns and walks away, out of sight. Deadly silence spread among the team. This was unexpected turns of event. I'll report this to Babylonia. Wait for my word. What about our mission to configure the nodes? Proceed as normal. Please wait, Chief Commandant Hans. There are still people here. Obeying order is the first requirement of a soldier. Grey Raven Commandant, keep your construct under control. Lucia. Understood. Now that you understand why you are standing here, proceed your destined location to deploy the bit domain node. About that, our node was damaged in the crash. Your uselessness is truly amazing. In that case, take your supplies and find a place to stay put. Don't get in my way. Why didn't you give them further warning during the mission briefing? The scout relayed back more intel than just that. Because I already relayed it to Hans that we supervised. In some regard, you were more ruthless than so you know our subordinate thinks of us. Of course, I'm not there. I'm certainly not. If it just a calibrating mission, then the Grey Raven Commandant would have been enough to serve as Chief Commander. They have encountered the red tides before, and experience in active combat far exceeds than others. Yet you choose Hans. Since the last battle in Series 075, the Grey Raven Commandant condition has become unstable. Asimov still isn't sure whether it has had any permanent impact on Zero, either mentally or physically. Moreover, the objective of this operation isn't combat, rather it requires cooperatives to achieve a strategic goal. Since the Grey Raven is used to fighting in isolation, Zero may not be most suitable choice for the Chief Commander. The suitability of the Grey Raven isn't the reason why you select Hans. Aston paused a moment, then returned to speak. Some decision and responsibility cannot be left to the younger generation. Even if there is only a slightest of risk, I trust Hans' judgment. He's our prominent leader. He has enough experience to deal with unforeseen issues that would arise. You are too kind and gentle to the younger generation. If you keep sheltering them, it will only backfire. Nicola, you and I have too much weight in our shoulder and too much blood in our hand. Friend and foe alike. We are remains of the past. One day, history will use returns to judge those disgraceful sins. At least spare the children from having to bear the responsibilities and sins of their forefather. Our generation will be the only to serve the chain of hatred. In that case, why let them go down together? First, furthermore, to observe whether Zillion is suitable for serving the Grey Raven command. Second, sparing them from our responsibility doesn't mean asking them to turn blind eye forever. One must face his own weakness to embrace the future. Okay. A beast of gravity. Time is fleeting like sand through a hourglass. The suns hang on the western horizon, shedding light across the lower half of the sky, turning into a night upon reaching this far. The dry air radiation cooling have caused the surrounding temperature to drop rapidly. Scorching heat turns into a frigid cold in an instant. The entire camp is quiet beyond imagination, except for the occasional clang of metal whenever the calibration team lays equipment. There's only the roar of the cold wind. How do you people have endured such extreme cycle of day and night? Huddled next to an abandoned cabin, you crawl up under the tarp, not to shield yourself from the sand, but to keep warm. Who had lived in this cabin inside? Some of the utensils still retain faint luster. A thin layer of dust indicates that the owner had never returned. After Chief Commander Hans had put the Grey Raven on standby, they now watch from the sideline as the construct from Calibration Team 01 continue configure coordinates. Upon receiving the serum supply, the service personnel has also finished repairing the protective device used to combat the red hides. Theoretically, this is the safest you have been since crash landing. However, anxiety still lingers in your heart. You cannot help but to stand up looking to the east. Supposedly, coastline is dozens of kilometers out, the area Babylonia has to protect. Regardless of how hard you strain your eyes, and you are unable to hold something. Don't bother, the terrain here isn't high enough. You suddenly hear Wansi's voice behind you. Everyone look at him. All you see is him stretched with look exhaustion as he walks over. Not to mention with such poor weather condition and low visibility here, human eyesight can't possibly see that far. Wansi. Got enough sleep? Construct don't have the concept of sleep. I'm just done taking a break. Lee sneers. Okay. How can you just loaf around at a time like this? Well, my mission was just to pick up the calibration team sent by Babylonia. My work here is done. I can't a guy kick up his feet for a while. Jeez, R&R ain't easy to come by. Before Lee can muster up a retort, once he looks your way. Don't you think it's time to change the gauze on your commandant forehead? Lies he did. Oh my god, what lies? Wait, what lies? What lies? Right at once he began to speak, Leaf had already begun making preparation. Within no time, she had already begun replacing your bandage. Thanks for the reminder, Wanshi. Even still, your bandage need to be replaced periodically to prevent infection. It is not until Leaf changed your gauze does she realize that the considerable amount of sand has added to your body's scrap. Cleaning the wound is not exactly going to be a leisure stroll along the park. Your breath hisses in the pain through the cream. Oh, Lucia, understood. Lucia quickly tears open a pack of field ration and stuff it into your mouth to bite on. That part, the part that construct can fall asleep. Oh, I see. So they did fall asleep, huh? Wait, construct fall asleep, right? Squintly your eyes in dim light, you catch a glimpse of a thin figure poking their head out a tent behind it. Beacon them. Huh? What's wrong? Someone there? Before Liv can react, the thin figure was already running over. He scurried over next to Liv and gazed toward you with a do eye looking of curiosity. Was that the kid from earlier? The boy's gaze fall on you, rather the ration in your mind. You're appeased and hesitant. Like a kitten, he stick out his hand, hesitate until he cannot resist any longer. He grabbed the ration and wolfed it down. Lucia quickly take out a second piece and hand it to him. However, the boy does not immediately eat it after taking it this time. Thank you, miss. Of course, they were programmed to have some sleep modes. Oh, yeah, true. That is true. Yeah, just like computer though. A human hurled in before Lucia can respond. She pulled out the boy behind her, glanced around everyone consciously, then looked down at the child beat by her. Annie? We said that you could leave. I'm starving. Didn't you have a can for lunch? I'm just hungry. We'll have food soon. Your dad will be back in no time. But people said he won't. The woman snapped at the boy and interrupted him. Shut your mouth. Don't dare say such thing. Who said you could talk like that? He'll be back soon. Oh my gosh. Don't get mad at him, please. It was just my idea to give him to him. We have plenty to go around if you want. We don't need your chariot. Oh my gosh, okay. Saying that, he quickly takes the boy and leaves. Forgive her, she has her own troubles. Turning your head aside to see the old man who had previously returned to his residence. You were... this is the old guy again. Guess you won't be needing this. I just thought maybe we're construct. We don't need food in the conventional sense. Yeah, no sleep, no food. Well, sleep is there's no just like Nefaris said, they sleep. I mean, like they need to recharge and stuff. They sleep, but food, nah. I don't think they need. But isn't that kiddo human? The old man looked at me. Not. How times fly. I never expected to see a person from Aiden with my own eyes. So, care for something to eat? The outside is worn down and rusty. It's safe to eat as long as the can doesn't bulk or leak. This is the last batch of can produced before the Great Evacuation. This thing can be preserved longer than yours, even if it's only leftover soup from the past civilization. No, but thanks. Very well, I'm sure it's a bit prosperous for people who live in cloud to eat gruel such as this. It's too precious for us to eat. You're showing us sympathy, that's sure surprising. It's nothing special. Some people used to go catch fish in the sea. But recently, those rat creature, the hetero creature you mentioned, have thrown everyone into a panic. No one dares to venture too far out from the camp. I'm sorry for that. Why the sudden apology? What? They were also been programmed with hunger mode as well, like take example Transcendence Camu, he eats a lot. Wait, Camu eat? When? Camu eat? But when Camu eat? Oh, also, hello Zuya, hello, welcome to the stream. I'm actually playing Punishing Grey Raven today. Reading the story for, what is it? Oh, I forgot the name. Reading this story of Aria. The old man's attitude is kind and gentle, unlike his stern demeanor when you first met him. I scared you earlier, didn't I? I didn't mean to. Sometimes you just have to stand up for what you believe in. And what is that exactly? Certain death? The old man does not seem to take offense. Correct. We have decided to stay here and wait for that. The man old horse white seems to float away in the wind. I don't get it. Same here. You may found our answer puzzling. A group of people choosing to stay here and wait for their death. Perhaps even a cruel joke. But this is how we genuinely feel. It was our intent from the beginning. Of course he does. You should look in his profile and his oh, okay. I'll try to increase what is it? I try to increase affiliation to to many of the construct and also transcendence there, so I can actually see what it's like. Do you know about Acadia evacuation? Yes. When faced with impending doom, some people boarded Aiden, while others just barely missed the boat. Isn't that how the story goes? Yes. In reality, that's not what happened. It wasn't entirely a matter of luck. Perhaps some people just simply didn't want to leave. Yes, some people were unfortunate, unable to board Aiden, while others remained because their loved one didn't. Oh, because their loved one didn't get ticket to Aiden. Some people stayed because they didn't want to abandon their homeland. Regardless of the reason, we choose to stay and we accept our fate. After making this choice, we planted our roots here, continue to fight. But this place isn't suitable for humanity. This is indeed the case, even though the wasteland is far from nearby city and so corrupted, posed with little threat. The cruelty of nature provides no safe harbor. The old man nods in agreement. Look at the land around you. This dry, ugly land. We originally lived in city. We decided on this place and built our home here, albeit after great difficulty. Why did you choose this place? Because nature is terrifying. Once civilization collapsed, nature reclaimed every corner of urban life. Without water, electricity, or natural gas, skyscraper become nothing but a steel cage. Everyone died without dignity, like animals. At first, we had capacity to cremate or bury the body, but soon, those left alive could bury it no more. The city was silent. Corpses continued to pile up. You can't imagine the despair, the sight, the smell of people you once knew, decaying in the city you once loved. Many people died from the punishing virus, and many people died to the infection disease. In order to survive and avoid the corrupted, we left the city and end up here. Not too close, but not too far. Here in this wasteland, we watch over humanity for her glory. Who would have thought that the group of mice such as ourselves would still live here to this day? Save your solemn expression. At first, we thought we wouldn't even last a year, but actually it wasn't as bad as we thought. Thankfully, we had relic civilization. You see, glass, metal, plastic, even solar panels can be recycled. Although the semiconductor film is almost worn out, we can still rely it to produce some electricity. At least it's enough to keep a few lights on. But I'm greeted. Sure, they also have taste. Oh yeah, true. If they turn off their taste for trouble food. Yeah, true. That is true. Also, like they actually feel pain too. So if they actually feel pain, they actually can feel something that touch them and everything else. So that means that they can actually taste food. They still have taste bud. Still, even construct is not like, what is it? Construct is not only just a battle, just a weapon for mass destruction or something like that. Fight, what is it? To fight corrupted and all. They still human in the inside though. Just like this land, my wife and I built our house on this land with our own hand. It may be falling apart and always leaking, but it's my home. We may have lingered on our last breath, but we kept each other going. The 10 years I spent with her were a short happy time in my unfortunate life. When she passed away, I buried her on a distant hill overlooking the sea. Most of my generation that chose to stay during the Great Evacuation has turned to dust beneath the wheel of history now. There are only a few dozen of us left. But the descendants of those who died have now grown up and start to raise their own children. When it came to time to bury my friend, I buried them on the same hill, looking the sea. Standing there, we can look back on the glory of the past and see the tombstone of our old friend. If we were to leave, then we would truly have nothing. Everything we cherish, believe, remember, love will be completely shattered. Besides, even if you hadn't shown up, we wouldn't have lasted much longer. We scavenged all of our syrup from the nearby city. That's bound to run out sooner or later. Everyone knows this, so we are ready to die at any time. Your arrival only means that we met our fate sooner. People born here were never optimistic to begin with. Hopeless, destitute, desiring nothing so as to lose nothing. The only thing that we have left is our love for this land. We knew our destination when we set foot on this path. We spent every day like it was our last. We were born here, we will die here. But haven't you all? Okay. You must know joy to know pain. We don't pursue luxury of Aiden. We just want to be put to rest with our beloved one at our side when the time is come. If you still have compassion, please don't deprive us of our last request. Because I see weakness and timidity in your eye. When all of this is over, you'll probably blame your incompetence and live with happy sense of guilt. So I want to tell you, don't feel any guilt. We have chosen our own path. You have completed your mission. Alright, that's enough. I don't think this place is worthless though. Oh, repeat. Hearing someone from Aiden say that is my little bit of solace before I am finally to rest. God, what is this? Of course, they're not just weapons. They're mostly bit human. They have emotion and they have consciousness and thought, just like us, but except they are ageless. Something that we human don't have. True, that is true. Solemn cloud hangs above the team. I don't know what to do. How can they be so calm yet they say they are already prepared to die? I can't wrap my head around it. This is all meaningless. I choose to become construct because even if I am no longer human, I still exist. My new hope is continuing fighting for those in need. I know everything I do has meaning. People born here and never look up forward to the future. We knew our destination when we set foot on this path. We spent every day was like our last. Because you haven't hoped for a future from the beginning, Lucia. They've turned a gentle hug, Lucia. I don't know how we can make this right either. Something more important than just one life. Once he had been standing off to the side with his eyes closed, suddenly his eye opened like an alert falcon. A few seconds later, Hans appeared before everyone. Voice as always, no one can glean any indication of his mood from that stern face. I received latest order from Babylonia. Order to promise establishing nodes within 24 hours, ensuring success of mission. According to the instruction of Articles 21-22, the Government Disaster Relief Emergency Eastern Act. If civilians are found while executing the mission, they must evacuate to safety, regardless of force. Grey Raven, mission clear? Huh? You want us to force them to leave? What the hell? But yeah, I mean, like, ageless, that's something though. That is still something though. Being ageless is really something. Okay, let's go on a mission then. Oh, okay. What's up, Ayla? Really, is that what you think? Nothing strange about that. But she's different. Even though she's never been to Earth herself, she had all sorts of unrealistic fantasies about it. When she was still around, she used to always ask me if there's any human left on Earth. Aya closed her eyes. Our primary school teacher all said, "Morning, Pian, morning." Oh yeah, I'm playing Punishing Grey Raven. This is the Echo Aria extra chapter, yeah. Our primary school teacher all said that it was a cradle of life and our birthplace. Like they're immortals, they will live forever. That they live as a weapon, but also they live like really what is it? Oh my god. I almost said really fun life though. So Arya, do you think there's still people on Earth? I think so. Not everyone evacuated during the Operation Arcadia. There are bound to still be people on the surface. Don't our textbooks say that there were billions of people on the surface at that point? Billions. There's no way Babylonia can support that many people. Obviously, it could probably only support a small fraction of the population. My thought is exact, but it's fine. One day, we will reunite with our comrades on the surface. When that time comes, we will share the marvelous things we have been, rejoice in song. Nothing is more romantic, is it not? Ayla opened her eyes. We were so naive back then, always sharing our childish fantasies. She told me how romantic it will be to be reunited with our comrades on the surface. We will share the marvelous things we have seen and rejoice in song, but we never considered at the time. Why had those on surface not come to Babylonia? What sort of life would they have in the surface? What would people on the surface think of us? Your vision returned. There are no wonders to be found here, only helpless dismay. Seeing you lost in thought again, Hans furrowed his eyebrow. Grey Raven Commandant, you can't even bother to follow orders now, I take it. No, it's not that. Commandant is once he scanned you with his peripheral vision as if it was contemplation. And speak directly. Enough. I don't have time for your excuse. Begin evacuating the refugee. If they are unwilling to cooperate, resort to more coercive measure. Before the other three can respond, I don't agree with this. This can of course ignore with the oh yeah, it's wrong. Are you denying order, Zero? What's your attitude? And every statement you make. You don't want to get court-martialized when all of this said done. Oh god, okay. Please stand in front of me. Understood. Please give us more time. Not all of the nodes have been deployed yet, have they? That's right. Let me make myself clear. Once the nodes are fully deployed, Babylonia will obliterate the surrounding area. If you don't wish to decimate along with it, I suggest you hurry up and complete your mission. Finish speaking consternately. Yawn. Well, looks like I'm not needed here anymore. Catch you later. I'm gonna recharge my batteries. Knocking open the door to the residence. Sir, Babylonia is going to unleash a wide-scale attack on the surrounding area. Please gather your family and evacuate. Where do we evacuate to? Lips bites her lips. Because the answer is simple, nowhere. Eden has no extra ticket. See, he did. Yeah, he did went to sleep. And there is no place on surface that can be called safe refugee. The conversation area has not yet been built, and there is simply no way to accommodate all displaced people. Presence there is only just enough time to evacuate refugees to an area that will not affected by the blast. The refugees smile and sarcastically silence. Enough with the hypocrisy. Is this really in your best interest, or do you just not want to see us die before your very eyes? Look at you, your conscience is just repulsive as your action. Removing us from the homeland, it will make you sleep better at night, but it won't make our life any better. That's not what we intend on. The refugees slam the door in their face. That's the forced household. Why are they so stubborn? The old man seems to be their leader. If he's willing to leave, the other will probably follow. Agreed. After several more doors, oh my god. Yeah, I know. Everyone was like, don't want to go from this place though, but I don't know. Like, it's actually humane for them like to think or something like that, like don't want to leave their place, don't want to go out from this place because this is actually their home. If they're actually kicked out, they have to start new, but with some corrupted out there, it doesn't guarantee a better life after this. So that is something that they should have been thinking too. Oh gosh. It's actually hard. Like, I don't know. It's actually hard because like it's actually hard for them like, oh my gosh. I don't know. Uh-oh. Like, it's actually humane for them, not wanting to leave their place. And we only have 2 weeks until the event of the last spark will be over. A new event every night beats will come, and especially for Poland. Oh my god. Nefares, I'm gonna bring you some sad news and also maybe some good news though. Sadly, 2 weeks from now, I'm gonna get 1 or maybe 2 weeks from now, I'm gonna stop streaming until February though. So I'm gonna have hiatus until February. Oh my gosh. Wait. Yeah, there we go. I'm actually away from my phone. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, I'm actually gonna be on hiatus till February. That is, I'm gonna be hiatus on after February, but I'm still gonna be recording the gameplay and everything else, but without me, and that is only just the gameplay. That's it. Only just the gameplay. Also, maybe some reaction videos, but that is going to be like pre-recorded. It's going to be uploaded weekly until I actually came back. Until I actually came back to stream again. And yeah, so I'll be seeing you guys back again at February, that is. So it will be just non-stop uploading videos and reaction, that is. Nothing else in that. It's only just that. Oh yeah, oh okay. It's just 2 hours. Oh my gosh, it's already 2 hours. Oh my gosh. Okay, maybe I'm gonna continue this maybe tomorrow or maybe next week at Monday. So no worries. I'm gonna continue this night next week, so no worries. Okay, let's fight it first, and then I'm gonna be saying the news for you guys. Okay, I don't want to use you. I will use my new. Okay, there you go. Woo! Okay, this one. There we go. Okay, because this one is actually quite near, so let's just aim it here. Oh no, we're not done yet. Yeah, so wait, what? It's going to be our fourth transcendence and second male transcendence. Okay, especially for the next year in January, the final event of the survival Lucerne. That's where leave for new look fame. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What month it is? January or February? I don't know. Lacro. Oh my gosh, Lacro. Oh god, okay, Lacro. Hey, Lacro, thank you so much though. I've seen you in Bilibili. I was like, oh my gosh, no way. You actually like uploaded there. I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much though. Thank you so much. But yeah, you actually came in like at the end of it because it's already 2 hours and I have some things to do, so I'm gonna be finishing this one next week from Monday to maybe from Monday to Wednesday, or maybe I don't know. But like I'm gonna be finishing this one tomorrow. So yeah. As I was saying, okay, let's move first. Okay, there we go. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So as I was saying, uh. Oh, first of all, thank you, Lacro. Thank you. Oh my god, I have seen all of the video you post in Bilibili. I was like, oh my god, I really want to comment and all with you guys, but I don't know how to approve my account. I don't know how to approve my account. So that's one trouble for me. What? I heard you. Is it a bit of a shame for you to catch up with us, but it's okay for you to hold back and left behind, so you yeah, I will just left behind, but no worries, I still play it. Yes, oh my gosh, Lacro, oh my gosh, yeah. I really grateful, man. I really grateful for that. I was like seeing that and they comment and everything. I was like, oh my gosh, I want to interact with you guys. I want to interact. Maybe I'm gonna set up my Bilibili account so that I can actually comment in there too. So no worries. But yes. The big announcement. So I'm gonna be doing something, some change on this what is it called, on this account, on this YouTube channel. I'm gonna be doing many changes for next year. Yeah, next year. It will be some things like first of all, this is actually the this frame, this stream things and all, the overlay and all is actually new because I actually use my own, the one I actually made. So this one actually is for next year, but I actually itching to use it now. So yeah, I actually use it now. But yes, actually from the last next week's, or maybe after next week, it's going to be my last stream. Until then, I will be back at February. But I will still post some gameplay of Punishing Grey Raven in this channel. But not only gameplay, maybe some reaction of the old event. So I'm gonna be seeing the video in Bilibili and also reviewing the chat, yeah, the comment and all. Yeah, I will be making like a comment, reading comment on Lacro channel on Bilibili. I will be doing that too. So yeah, oh my gosh, again Lacro, again, thank you so much though, oh my gosh, I'm really grateful for that though, but yes, I'll be reading the comment in Bilibili later though, and also like replying to them, or maybe I'll make a stream. If I actually cannot reply them, I will be making a stream about that, reading the comment and all. But yeah, I will be using Google Translate for that, so no worries. Also, yes, it will be more of Punishing Grey Raven. If you guys actually have a game that you guys want me to play, because I actually have a console, actually a console player. I actually plays many games. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I have actually finished that off stream. I will be making stream, or maybe like gameplay on my gameplay of Elden Ring maybe later, and also Persona. But yes, I'll be having hiatus from next week, or maybe after next week, until February. But you will see a new Z later on. Also, if you want, you can actually see it from the community channel, from the community post in here. Also, if you want, you can actually subscribe and also follow me on Twitter. I actually put my Twitter in the description below, so no worries. But yes, it's going to be new Z. It's going to be another Punishing Grey Raven, and no worries. While I'm out, I'm actually gonna still be playing Punishing Grey Raven, doing some cash to buy the character that I don't have. So no worries. And anyway, thank you so much for watching, and have a nice day. Bye bye.